Hey everybody, Newman here. Got some more lessons coming at ya. I had a guy email me in, wanted to learn the Mushanga song by TOTO. It's Jeff Porcaro again. It's a great track, and I was listening to it, and instead of taking all the time and breaking down each individual thing, what I'd like to do is turn it into an exercise, because it's actually a pretty cool paradiddle groove is what the whole thing's kind of based off of. I believe the original album track is about 120 beats per minute, so for exercise we're going to start this off at 100. And I'm going to kind of break it down slow and show you how the beat is kind of organized and put together. So anyway, let's start at 100 beats per minute just with a paradiddle exercise before we start building the whole thing up. Alright, once you've got that paradiddle down, what you're going to do is kind of spread the paradiddle over the toms a little bit. Experiment putting it on different places. What you're trying to do is get your ears used to hearing different sound sources. The exact same pattern can feel very different sometimes when you're putting it in different sound sources. So let's try something like that. Still keeping it 100 beats per minute for this part. Alright, once you got that down, we're going to turn it into a rhythm and actually start putting this whole thing together. As I'm playing the paradiddle, you notice this left hand here is actually going to come over to the hi-hat to finish the paradiddle pattern out. It gives it a kind of a linear feel, which can be a little awkward at times, but just keep at it, keep it slow, and it'll start to make sense. And then I'm going to bring the right hand over to the snare to get the whole thing kind of moving correctly. Still at 100 beats per minute. Okay, now we got all that together. We know where the hands are going. Basically, the kick drum pattern is very simple. It's just quarter notes. Just keep in time with the whole thing, and then kind of let it flow. Now when you bring the left hand over to the hi-hat, you're going to open it up twice. So it's going to sound like this. Alright, so now let's add that kick in there with the whole pattern, opening it up. Still at 100 beats per minute for right now. Alright, now you can start to hear that all coming together, making a little bit more sense and a little bit more rhythm. So now all that's left to do is speed the tempo up a little bit. We're going to go to 110 and then up to 120, which is the actual track. The only other part of this groove, which can be a little weird, is he puts a cool sort of 6-beat fill at the end of it, which I actually have in another one of my lessons, but I'll go ahead and show it to you here as well. And that works like this. Very simple, just 1, 2, 3, 4, kick, kick, 1, 2, 3, 4, kick, kick, snare. And that's how he ends the rhythm. So anyway, I'm going to play this for you at 2 different tempos. Hope it helps and hope it was what you're looking for. And if you have any questions or comments, just go ahead and email me on YouTube. And if I know how to answer it, I certainly will. And thanks for checking it out.